What happens when someone's been catfished, when they've been heartbroken, when they've been cheated on?
The stronger the emotion you feel from some event in your life, the more altered you are inside of you, the more you remember the event. You're holding yourself hostage to the past.
What's the challenge when someone's lost their belief because they've had a heartbreak? Let's say, what happens when someone's been catfished, when they've been betrayed, when they've been heartbroken, when they've been cheated on, when they've been lied to, manipulated, gaslit? Like they've had a moment that has made them lose belief because they've been hurt and broken so many times in love.
Yeah.
And now you're right, on a belief level, they don't believe they're lovable. They don't believe love exists for them. They don't believe good people exist, right? These are all beliefs. And so what do you do when you've actually gone through quite a, you could call it a traumatic, a toxic event or experience that someone's been through?
Yeah, I think everybody's had those. I think, once again, the stronger the emotion you feel from some event in your life, the more altered you are inside of you, the more you remember the event. The brain actually freezes that frame, right? So the person thinks neurologically within the circuitry of that experience, and they feel chemically within the boundaries of that emotion. And how we think and how we feel becomes our state of being. So every time they remember the event, they're producing that same chemistry, as I said, over and over again. And you're conditioning the body into a belief, right? And the moment we draw a conclusion about that experience, that's the belief, right? That becomes the belief that we accept to, believe, and surrender to. So then beliefs are subconscious states of being, right? So, and it tends to be 95% of who we are by the time we get to the middle of our life. So it's those subconscious beliefs that really run our life and run our reality. So it would make sense then to the person, unless I can heal from the experience and overcome the emotion, because the memory without the emotional charge is called wisdom, and you never have to do it again because you know now that you know. If that's the truth, then okay, I'll do this for a period of time, but this state is not loving to me. Living in this state is not loving to me. What's loving to me is that I actually overcome the emotion of the past. And when I overcome the emotion of the past, now the body's no longer believing in that any longer, right? So that theoretically is easier said than done. So the survival emotions tend to become very addictive. So the rush of just remembering the event is an arousal for the body, and people become very addicted to their beliefs, right? And so, but if you tell a person like, okay, your subconscious mind is going to keep replaying the same experience in your life unless you heal, okay, that could make sense to certain people. If you can't overcome that emotion, then you'll never be able to open your heart. So do you want love in your life or not? Okay, forgiveness then, and we've discovered this. Forgiveness is when you overcome the emotion of your past and you no longer have your attention on that person or that experience any longer, right? And so you feel so good that you no longer want to feel bad, right? And so you free yourself from that belief, and you free that person as well, or the experience. And literally that's energy that's liberated as information that the body can actually use to create with, right? So I think there's information and knowledge that just has to be given to people for them to understand, okay, justified or not, valid or not. The only person that this really is affecting is me. They went on with their life.
Yeah.
They started a new career. They're living in a new place. They're writing a book. They're on their way. And